Ron Hextall mentioned the other day that how important it was to see you come back and have a second consecutive good year. How important was that to you also individually?
It was huge. That was something that was my main goal coming into the season, was to continue to build off of what I had done last year. I was happy with where my game was going, but I knew I could continue to get better. So that was my entire focus for last summer, was to build off of what I had done and continue to climb the ladder of the top goaltenders in the league. I believe in my game, and I believe that I can continue to get better next year as well.
How did you think you got better? What steps do you think you took from last year to this year?
I think there was a consistency in my game. I didn't feel like there was too much of a drop-off at any point in the season. I think that there's still room for improvement, and I'm excited about it. We'll have a new goalie coach next year. I'm not sure who it's going to be, but it's somebody that will probably bring in a new angle of something for myself to learn off of, and I'm excited to have that.
Everyone's disappointed they didn't make the playoffs. It's another thing, though, to be angry about it, to feel like it's just totally unacceptable and just can't happen again. Can you describe your own level of pain and that of your teammates?
Yeah, it's been kind of a drawn-out process, because we've known for a couple of weeks that weren't going to be making the playoffs, so it's kind of been like a slow, painful death, I guess. We've kind of had to play out the string to finish off the season, knowing we weren't going to be part of the postseason. And as players, that's what you play hockey for, is to get into the postseason and have a chance to win the Stanley Cup. And we weren't able to do that this year, and that should give us enough motivation going into next year to work hard in the summer to make sure that we're coming back better players and a better team. We have to improve our consistency all around in order to be in the playoffs.
Why do you think the consistency was an issue? I'm sure you guys talked about the slow starts all the time, and yet they continued to happen. I mean, it just didn't translate onto the ice. Why do you think that happened?
I wish I could tell you. You can do a lot of talking, but if you don't back it up on the ice, it's just talk. We have to do a better job next year of actually acting upon what we've been talking about. I think we have to grow as players from individual standpoints, continue to grow into players that I believe that we know we can be. We have to have guys continue to take step forwards in order to get back into the postseason.
Steps forward from leadership standpoint, or on the ice, or both?
Yeah, both. We have to grow as leaders. We also have to grow as players on the ice. We weren't good enough in both areas this year. I think we have to do a better job of controlling things off the ice, making sure that we're better prepared. I think we need to understand that games in November are just as important as the games in March. We have to understand you have to treat every game almost as must-wins, because it's easy to fall behind in this league.
Do you feel good about the room moving forward? Ron has said he'd like to make some changes and make some upgrades, but he feels pretty good about this nucleus moving forward. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I think we have a great core. At the same time, though, we can't fall back. We have to keep moving forward and continue to get better. Like I just said, if we don't get better as individuals, we're going to struggle again. We have some guys that aren't old, but they have a lot of years under our belt of experience, and we have to start utilizing what we have in our locker room. And regardless of what may or may not happen this summer with our roster, that internal growth has to happen.
What do you think you can still get better at?
I think, obviously this portion this season we struggled on the road, and from my standpoint, I'd like to be better at back-to-back situations, playing on back-to-back nights.
Thank you.